Hello guys, welcome to a video. So today, I'm gonna be showing you how to make logic gates in Minecraft. We're gonna want to keep all the inputs separate, so if, for instance, if this one's on, then that turns this one essentially on as well, and that I want to avoid, so that's why we're using repeaters here. To signify what the inputs are and separately from each other. These I'm showing you in a specific order because each one kind of requires one of the previous ones. All of these gates are on my server, so if you want to check them out, you can join. The IP will be on the description and your screen right now. So yeah. Now let's get into how to actually make these. So the first one, the simplest one, is going to be the OR gate. So basically this means if either one of these is on, then the output's going to be on. Obviously it can be both of them. You can do as many levers as you want and as many inputs as you want, like this. And if you're using levers like this, like I am in this case, then you can put them all side by side like this, and then the output would be here. So this works just as well. So that's an OR gate. It's really simple to make. This is a NOT gate, and this is used a lot. You probably, if you've used Redstone before, you've probably used a NOT gate without even realizing it. So a NOT gate is really just a redstone torch on the other side of whatever the input is. So you can do this one with just one input, and that's simpler to understand really. So if you have one input and you want to reverse what the input is, say like you used to have to do this with daylight sensors because they didn't have the inverted version. Oops. So what you did was, instead of switching it to this, because this didn't exist, you had it normal and you would switch it and go like this. Like I remember doing that on Ovi's server, wiring like nighttime lights for a street, and I did this so they would only be on at night. But it's basically that. But so that's what a NOT gate is, and let's say it's nighttime, then it would be on. That is what a NOT gate is. So if the input is on, then the output's going to be off. So this is what you would do for a NOT gate. All you have to do is have your inputs. So you just put a redstone torch on the opposite side of a block that this redstone leads up to, and it works. This also, like if you wanted to do it like this also works, as long as the redstone torch is on the side of a block and the input redstone is leading up to that block, then this will work, inverting it. So there's that. So that's a NOT gate. And by the way, this one is actually called a NOR gate. That's what some people call it that, because it's basically inverting an OR gate, since obviously this beginning part is exactly like that over there, because it's not OR. A NAND gate. This should look familiar if you've ever done combination locks before, because that's exactly what it is really. A combination lock is basically a NAND gate. So, and then here's your output. If all three of these are on, then the output's going to be off. otherwise the output's on. So that's what a NAND gate is. It means not and. So the opposite of that would be an AND gate. All you have to do for this one, is you take your inputs, put them through what we just did, a NAND gate, and then invert the output of that. So that's the most efficient way I could see how to do it. But if you have any more efficient ways, then certainly let me know. So we take our inputs, and we make NOT gates of each individual one, that's important to note. So you have to invert each one of these with the redstone torch. Put this over here, and then all you have to add to it is another redstone torch inversion here. And there's your output redstone lamp. So if both of these are on, then the result's going to be on. Otherwise, it's off. These are the two complex ones to make. The only way I could think of, unless you wanted to go backwards from the original input, was to use 3 dimensions, a XOR gate or an XNOR gate, which basically means the X stands for exclusive. Here, this is a XOR gate. If one of them's on, the output's on, but if they're both on, the output's off. And then again, one's on and it's on. An XNOR gate, by the way, is the opposite of that, where they have to both be the same. So this case, they have to both be opposite for the output to be on. In this case, they have to both be the same for the output to be on. So they're different and it's off. They're different, or they're the same and it's on. Each input is actually going to have to go to 2 different places, because you put the inputs into 2 different gates, one being a NOR gate and one being an AND gate, and then you take an OR gate combining those 2 outputs. You have your 2 levers. So this first one has to go like this. It has to go 2 different ways. Oops. So you put your thing there, then a repeater coming out, and then this one also has a repeater going this way. And so really all you have to do now is make 2 different gates. And so by this point it's simple. You already know the basics of what you're doing. So all you do is make a NOT gate, which is already a NOR gate plus a redstone torch, and we're not going to have space, are we? Oh well. So, and then you do an AND gate here, which you just take NOTs, you invert each of these, and then put it like this. I want to try something. Let's make sure this one works. Okay. And then, yeah, so this would work actually. And let's send it this way. So, yeah, this is an XNOR gate. If they're both the same, it's going to be on, and if they're different, then it's going to be off. So, yeah, you've made this. That's good. Nice job. Now all you have to do to make a XOR gate, which is they both have to be different, all you have to do is invert this entire thing, and you have your output. So if they're different, it's going to be on, and if it's the same, it's going to be off. Again, this is on my server. There's going to be a warp for it. So if you want to see this in person, or you know what I mean by in person, you can you can join my server. I hope you found this at least interesting, and I know this, like, people already know how to make these, but I wanted to try to make these on my own without, like, searching YouTube for how to do them or anything like that. Because I wanted to see if I could figure it out on my own, making these, and obviously I did. Am I gonna use these for anything? No, probably not. I don't have any, like, redstone projects I'm working on or anything like that. I just thought this would be fun to do, and what's nice about it is it doesn't require any, like, newer redstone things, like, comparators. To make these gates, all you need is, like, what came with redstone in the first place, like, when it was first released. I'm pretty sure, like, you could do this in earlier versions of Minecraft. I'm probably going to do something like this again in the future. If you have any ideas for what else I should try doing with redstone, simple things, obviously. Simple things like logic gates, not super extraordinary inventions or anything. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Do subscribe if you've not done so already. And goodbye.